Larry Holder, Amos Morale with you at the Saints practice facility, the indoor facility, as the Saints wrapped up their last practice leading up to the preseason home opener, as the Saints will take on the Arizona Cardinals on Friday. But the big news of today, and we could talk about some other guys returning to practice, say Cam Meredith. We actually saw Marcus Davenport at least standing out here, not necessarily participating, but the Davenport news leads into the news of the day, no doubt about it. Alex Okafor went down in practice. We don't know the severity of the injury, but he went down in a heap. Players got on one knee. This place went dead silent. And for someone coming back from such a tough injury with an Achilles, he's looked really good this camp. I asked Teron Armstead about it, basically that this is a tough blow. We don't know the severity, though, but certainly a tough blow for this team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, it was particularly tough because he was a guy that they were really trying to be smart with because he was recovering from such a serious injury. And I believe it was just the second rep of the first set of team drills was when he went down. Didn't look like there was anything crazy happening on that play. He then had to limp off the field. He looked visibly frustrated, so it was obviously not what you want to see if you're the Saints because, like you said, he had been having a really good camp with the reps that he's been given, and there was somebody that they were expecting to kind of help them, allow Marcus Davenport to ease into that role that they're projecting for him.
Absolutely. With Marcus Davenport, it's almost like he's become a little bit forgotten. It's not the same sort of panic where last year when Marshawn Lattimore, their first-round pick, missed a bunch of time. As far as with Davenport, we're thinking, okay, he's missing time, no need to bring him back because of Okafor, because Trey Hendrickson has been playing so well and he's been healthy too. But how much do you think this is going to test the depth at defensive end if Alex Okafor is out for an extended period of time?
I think that, obviously heaps a lot more pressure on a guy like Trey Hendrickson, who has been getting the lion's share of the snaps. Even when Alex Okafor was out here healthy, he wasn't, they were really trying to limit his reps. So Trey Hendrickson has been out here really getting the majority of the work because Davenport hasn't been. So I think that adds a lot of pressure onto him. And, the expectations for him have to rise if Okafor's going to be out for a while because, we still don't know what exactly Davenport's dealing with. You got to assume that he's going to be coming back to practice soon since he was out here. But even then, you don't know if it's something that's going to linger. So it's one of those things where, all of a sudden Trey Hendrickson becomes a lot more important opposite of Cam Jordan.
And when you're also looking at it as far as depth, we've been waiting to see some breakout moments from Al-Qadim Muhammad. We saw a lot of those last preseason. We haven't really seen that, but this does open up more opportunities. And look, you can't express enough, though, how far Alex Okafor has come. I mean, with his Achilles injury last year, did it in Week 11 against Washington, and he came back and was ready to go first snap of training camp. And I think even just as reporters, we're thinking, man, this is a tough deal for someone who you thought might not even be ready anywhere near the regular season, and this could be potentially tough again. We don't know the severity, but it looked like there's certainly some cause for concern.
Yeah, I mean, he looked frustrated. The training staff was obviously taking a look at him. One of the positives was that he did walk to the training room on his own, wasn't limping as bad as he did when he first came off the field. But, whenever they're, inspecting a leg injury and you can't come back to practice, that's never a good sign.
Absolutely not. So, all right, check out all of our coverage of all things Saints at NOLA.com and in our print editions of the Times-Picayune. So for Amos Morale, I'm Larry Holder. Thanks for joining us.